When the Lord was speaking, he started to say, I want a disciplined woman. And everything was new, like how was I not disciplined? Then he started to explain to me, especially start from confession. So he started from confession, the way I was confessing. I was confessing every day, Lord, forgive me for stealing, for fornication, for gossiping, for every kind of sin. I was confessing like that. And the Lord said, you were not confessing to me. You were just labeling. I want you to confess in the church. And I said, now I was between this demon was making it hard for me, and now the Lord is doing this for me. Then the Lord started explaining. He started to give me examples of things that was happening from small things. Then he said, "My daughter, you remember this day? That day, I remembered I was in a class with my friends. I was grade 7 that time, I was still primary. And when I was in a class, there was a boy in our class that we were lasting, but us we were not saying we are lasting after him because we were just sitting and saying, who is going to date Michael? Who is going to do this? Did Michael pass any message to anyone? So we were discussing. As we were saying, we're crashing, it's just like the teenage thing. And the Lord says, remember this day. And I said, Lord, what was wrong with that? We did not do anything. No one dated him, no one dragged him, no one kissed him. So what was the problem? He said, no. So I used this word, we were just crashing. Then the Lord said, no, I don't want to hear that word. Because it's the devil who is putting these words to normalize him. You were lasting. So he started to confess you were lasting there, you were lasting, the way you were doing, you were lasting. Then I immediately know what the Lord want me to, what the Lord want me to do and how He want me to confess. So then I needed to know this word of crashing is lasting. Even if you didn't kiss, hug, the way you were thinking and talking, you were doing it. So I get the answer like that. And then we moved to the next one. You were in your class and your teacher told you to write a composition about your holiday. And I said yes, but you were writing lies because on holiday times you did not go anywhere, you were at home. You were at home. So why were you writing? You went to your uncle, you did this. I said, Lord, it's creative. The Lord says no. You were lying. Why were you not writing that I was at home with my mother, helping my mother to do the house chores, to do this? And I was speechless. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse on the day of judgment. Those ones who said I will negotiate with the Lord, you are lying to yourself. And then this day, your mother asked you to check the pot. They has to check. What did you do? I said, Lord, yes, I went to check. And what else? Then I taste. Then the Lord said, you were stealing. Did you tell your mother that you end up tasting the meat? And I was guilty. With these small things, the Lord started with that. So the Lord was showing me that there is no like, it's a small sin, it's not a big deal. To him, it was a big deal. So, and then as he spoke and explained to me, and then he said, okay, I have witnesses against witnesses. What witness? And I never expected it in my whole life. And the Lord raises his arm, and the tree appeared. When the tree appeared, then the tree started to talk. I'm in shock, and this tree was accusing me. Easy, hey, with her boyfriend. She came to sit under me. She's the one started to kissing there. She's the one defining me. So this tree tell the time, the date, the minute, the seconds. When I was there, I was very embarrassed. Like, I was already covered in my face, but I wish the ground would swallow me that day because I was I was very embarrassed. But because that day when the Lord is there, everything stands still. Even the ground would honor the Lord. And then there's a second one, the ground, the grass where we are sitting, it also appeared. It started to accuse me of defiling, just being with a boyfriend. And my mother was not aware that I did something like that. And I was very embarrassed. And when the ground is talking, accusing me, she was the one sitting on me, defining me with her boyfriend. On this day, this time, this hour, and I'm shy and I'm embarrassed. And I asked the Lord, so the day I was doing fornication, the Lord said, yes, I was there. Then I'm even more like embarrassed. The Lord said, if I was not there, the devil would have destroyed you. So I see the love of the Lord from there. He's protecting me. He's helping me. He's protecting me, hoping that I would come to Him. So it's not like if you are doing sin and you are not caught, everything is going well, the Lord is not doing something about it. The Lord is protecting us. The Lord wants us, He wants our soul not to die in sin. And I was embarrassed. So I from that day, I tell myself, I'm not going to do hidden things anymore. I don't like this. And it gave me boldness to say, you just have to bring everything out. Because the way the Lord has brought these things out, the trees, the ground is talking, it was really embarrassing. I felt like it's my own parents who were watching me. And then that's when the Lord, and there's this part whereby the Lord showed me the accuser of thy brethren holding a file. And then He said, you see, accuser of thy brethren. Then I was still, my face was on the ground, but I could see. And the devil came with my file of sins. He's hoping that I still have to go back to the sins because the devil will not give up. And then I said to the Lord, can you just grab it and tears? And the devil said, you said in a word, he quoted Hebrews, but the one who endured until to the end will be saved. She's not yet endured to the end. So I'm still keeping this verse. He was saying it again. And the Lord just said, my word is just. And I'm saying, Lord, with this power, you just have to take. And then He said, it is, so that one, He quoted Matthew, and then now is Hebrews. He quoted, it is appointed unto men that He died once, and then judgment comes. She's not yet dead, so her judgment is not yet. Then the Lord said, my word is just, and Lucifer disappeared. But the Lord told me, you see how the accuser of thy brethren, he has hope. He still has hope that you can still die in sin. The only way that your file can disappear is when you enter heaven. Then the file doesn't have effect. So don't look back. No matter how hard it will be, don't look back. That is what He instructed me to do. Don't look back.